we're on the New Forest Conservation Management module doing our project. So our project is looking at the effects of invasive species on invertebrate diversity and frequency. So that's looking at areas of unmanaged rhododendron, which is an invasive species, and seeing comparing the invertebrates that we find there to areas that have been managed where there's no longer rhododendron but more native species, and seeing how the invertebrate diversity changes. Unexpectedly more invertebrates in the rhododendron sites, both on the trees that we're shaking as well as in the pitfall traps, and we think this is something to do with the deers that are present within the New Forest, so they're not allowing the native shrubs to build up to be large enough to allow the invertebrates to live on there. So it's mostly large oak trees, birch trees, with low-lying branches rather than native shrubbery due to the deers that are not allowing these to grow.
We're going to use a biodiversity measurement, so just seeing the difference and also the abundance of each species. We're going to try to categorize them in their taxonomic groups, as well as their specific species name, but they've all been relatively different, so it's hard to group them all together. So we're going to look at the abundance and then see if there's any difference in the biodiversity.
Hopefully it will allow there to be seen that there is actually some success or maybe room for improvement in the conservation management strategies. So that might be how the rhododendron is being managed, so whether it's by cutting or using pesticides, maybe evaluating which one of these is more successful in reintroducing invertebrates back into the area.
I think it'll help us to understand how conservation methods can help increase biodiversity in the New Forest and in this franchise woods, as rhododendron are a big issue.
I'd say setting up the pitfall traps. We've really enjoyed doing that yesterday. That was something that I personally have never done before, so going through the process of identifying the suitable areas to set these up in, and then also the actual process of setting up pitfall traps and then analysing what we actually found in them, which was exciting to see that we had actually caught some invertebrates, and hopefully we will have caught some overnight as well.